Hey, dear ones, happy Wednesday. It's Katie Sutton here, intuitive channel and founder of Zen Within Academy and the New Earth Now School with your Zen Withins'day update. We made it through the eclipse, that 2-week portal that felt like a gazillion years, at least it did for me. I have been noting how intense these energies have been for everyone, myself included, and all of the themes that we're working on this month seem like they're all happening all at once. It's like being in a snow globe and everything is shaken up. So, a couple of things. You might have noticed that you were really tired during the eclipse, and I'm hoping that over the coming days you notice that you've got some energy back. But you may also be noticing that you have some major downloads that have come in and that there's a bit of a feeling of, I need to make some change. And so let me talk with you about one of the most intense energies that I see that we are working on, which is this theme of healing self-abandonment. I have a healing circle tonight, and we're going to be working on this from a lot of different angles because as I am working with people right now, what I am noticing is that we have a very pervasive story in our empathic, sensitive collective soul family that we are a part of, if you're watching this, that if we are taking care of ourselves and we are putting our needs first, that we are selfish and that there's something wrong with that. And this energy of self-abandonment is so multifaceted and shows up in so many different ways. And it is rooted in programmings of neglect that have happened to us as children because our parents didn't get the support that they needed, and their parents didn't get the support that they needed, and so on and so forth. And so, what I'm witnessing that we're clearing right now is all of this kind of neglect energy of the children on this planet and how we don't support our mothers, we don't support our fathers to a certain degree. And because of that, there's not enough love to go around, and the children don't get what they need. And then we turn into little kids who are basically parenting ourselves and taking care of ourselves and nurturing ourselves. And then we become adults who don't know how to take care of ourselves. We just spend our time taking care of everybody else. In summation, that is this energy of self-abandonment that we're working with right now. And it's interesting to me that we have this belief that if we take care of us and we take care of our needs and put those first, that means that we're selfish. I think people that are selfish don't know that they're being selfish, right? The fact that you're asking yourself that question or concerned about that or concerned about other people's needs in relationship to yours is a good thing. And so it's not about either or, right? It's not about this person outside of you doesn't get what they need because you get what you need. We are clearing some very distinct scarcity and lack program right now that says, if I take care of me, there's not going to be enough to take care of you. That is a false program that we have to let go of. We have to understand that if we are in conscious use of our resources and in our worthiness, that there is more than enough to go around, that we can have our needs cared for and taken care of, and we can show up for other people and we can pay that forward. That is a big scarcity program that I see us working through right now, and it feels really tender. Through the eclipse window, what I witnessed is that we were working with very little young parts of ourselves, and we didn't have a lot of capacity to do anything but get through that portal because our day-to-day lives are so hectic and so difficult already, and we had all this energy stirred up and our little kid parts were really activated, and we had all this feeling we needed to get a whole bunch of things done, and our capacity was very limited. If that's a little bit of what you've been experiencing, you are most definitely not alone. And I'm really excited for this healing circle tomorrow because this theme of self-abandonment is so multifaceted, and it is so rooted in how we care for our children on this planet. I'm actually going to be bringing in a collective that I don't normally channel. They are the hybrid children, and the hybrid children are exactly what they sound like. They are a blend of our star brothers and sisters DNA and our human DNA, and they're not holistically here on this planet yet. They actually exist in a different plane here beyond the earth. And I work with them quite a lot when I am supporting people's inner child wounds and when I'm trying to help women get pregnant and they're going through the IVF process. The hybrid children love to work with me, and they have shown up and want to work with me in this healing circle tomorrow. And so we're going to do a healing on these neglected inner child parts, the stories that created that neglect, not only for you as an individual, but we're going to be doing some work with the collective as well. And I had it pointed out to me that theme of neglect of our children is really loud right now because there are some things in media land that are documentaries that are speaking to some of this. There's a documentary about Nickelodeon and what's happened to child stars. There's just all these little bits of information in the collective about how neglected our children are on this planet. And so the hybrid children are really excited to bring this very important healing in for each and every one of you that join, but also we're going to gather that energy together and we're going to work together as a collective on that call and bring in a healing for just the neglected children on this planet and the patterns that got us there, which is very much about the suppression of the feminine and the suppression of the mother energy on this planet and how mothers are not taken care of. So we've got a lot to cover in Healing Circle tomorrow, and it's a really tender topic. This idea of self-abandonment and looking at all of the ways that we abandon ourselves and our truth every day is not really an easy thing to look at, but it is such an important thing. I tell my students in my New Earth relating class and my New Earth classes all the time that the highest vibration that we can hold is deep, authentic truth. And when we are not holding that, we are abandoning ourselves. And so every time you step out of your truth, every time you step out of what your needs are in favor of someone else, and you leave your truth behind in order to take care of someone else or caretake someone else's needs, you're stepping out of that vibration of authenticity and you're stepping out of your place of wholeness. And my vision for this planet is that if we can all practice being in our wholeness and being in our authentic expression and showing up in that way, that a lot of these problems that we have on the planet of scarcity and lack and conflict can start to be solved if we each start showing up in our wholeness, right? And if we show up in our wholeness, we show other people how to do that as well. We show other people how to show up and take care of themselves, okay? So that's really the theme that we're working with right now. There are several others that are also very present that I'll continue to talk about throughout the month, but this is the one that will be focused on in Healing Circle tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you want some support on healing the self-abandonment wound, you want to show up for yourself, you want to show up in your truth, you want to stop caretaking other people in favor of their needs being more important than yours and create some balance in your life where you can take care of you and you can show up for your loved ones, this is the Healing Circle for you. So I hope you'll join us. And if not, then spend some time really looking at your needs down and the downloads that have come in since this eclipse and see what you need to make changes in, right? Even if it's just a subtle change, really take note and use this Aries energy that's actually asking us to take action in a very measured way and start to create some subtle changes in your life that are going to propel you through the next 6 months, right? Every seed that you plant now is going to take you through to that next eclipse cycle. Okay. So that's what I have to share with you all today. I hope to see some of you in Healing Circle tonight. You can always catch the recording if you can't join live. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.